CBS presents this program in color.
Everybody in this audience has a money stake in one of our celebrity teams. Playing for the red section, Robert Donner and his best friend, Charles Lane. Playing for the yellow section from Love Boat, Fred Grandy and his best friend, also from Love Boat, Ted Land. And playing for the blue section, Harvey Korman and his best friend, McLean Stevenson. Places, please. As we play the game of celebrity gossip, Tattletales. And now here's the star of Tattletales, Bert Convey.
Thank you. Thank you. What a nice group. Oh, you're too kind. All right. Thank you. I thank you so much. Please. Speak. Well, that's our show. Thank you so much. Gee, I didn't expect to get a reaction like that unless I died or something. And I might, who knows? Today promises to be a very interesting one. In fact, the whole week, I think you can see we're going to have total madness here. I'm really glad that you're all here in the studio to enjoy it. And you at home, call a friend, okay? Let's bring on the other guy. Speaking of friends, you guys all have... I didn't know you had friends. Look at you got friends. This time you have to think it a little differently. You're going to be with your dear friends. All right, guys, here's the first question. I'm asking the guys in the back the question. Yes. Your job is to figure out what they're going to say. You know all that. All right, here we go. Men, when the two of you first met, did you realize immediately that you would become good friends? Immediately? Yes or no? Okay, that's a simple question. Goodbye. Where did you first meet? McLean, Harvey?
I don't really know him very well.
Oh.
Actually, I did the show just so I could meet him.
Oh, you've always wanted to.
I've always been a big fan. I think we met in this very building when I was doing the Danny Kaye show, and he was writing for Sonny and Cher, the Smothers Brothers or something. I didn't know him very well. He was a very close friend of Conway's, who should really be on the show because he's shorter.
Yes.
I always thought he was funny and warm and generous and just a nice guy. I absolutely thought we'd be friends right away.
So you're going to say, yeah, you did?
Oh, sure.
All right, here he comes. What do you think? How did you feel when the first time you guys met?
I think the first time we met was under one of the tables at the City Slicker.
Having that good a time, eh?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And well, I think, yeah, I knew that we were going to be good friends when we first met.
That's exactly what the man said. You're right. What a guy. Now, Fred, you got to remember that I'm asking Ted's opinion of this. Your opinion, you may have thought you were going to be good friends. He may not have been so crazy about you. What do you think?
Oh, I think he was pretty crazy about me. I mean, I just have the chocolates and flowers to go on, but... No, I tell you when we met at an audition for Love Boat.
Yeah.
And we got friendly because I was doing a better West Indian Jamaican accent than he was. So he thought I was a mulatto, you know. And... we got along well then, and then when we got the job together, we got very friendly. So he's going to say, yes, he knew.
Ted, we need to know how you felt about Fred when you first met him. What did you think?
Well, if you ever seen the guy dance, you know there was some problems right off. Plus, he never carries a natural comb, so I didn't think we were going to be friends at first when we first met.
Oh, no, that's not what he said. Oh, see? He loved you from afar, Ted. I'm sorry.
Well, what do you know?
You can't
Fred,
like...
that's so kind of you.
Yes.
Now... It's okay, I can always do the show with Bernie, you know.
next time you will. Robert, what will Charles say?
I first met Mr. Lane on a golf course.
Mm-hmm.
My first concern was not whether we would be good friends, but whether he'd live through the round. And frankly, after the bum chipped in on me twice, I didn't care whether he lived through it or not. But as I got to know him through the day and realized that he had the same warm, wonderful personality that I do,
Yes.
I had a feeling me and this bum might be friends for a while.
I understand. Charles, how did you feel about Robert when you first met him? Did you realize immediately that you could become friends?
Well, in the first place, I haven't any recollection of ever meeting him. God knows, no, I didn't think I was going to be any friend of his.
No, he said yes. I love it. You had good taste, too, Charles. By the way, Harvey McLean get the whole thing for the blue section to start things off. And we'll come back in a moment.
The morning begins at sleepy pace. Coffee telling you not to race. Breakfast friend, something new. Clouds and grown aroma coming through.
Where is he? I better go check.
Folgers Coffee House Breakfast Blend. A new variety of mountain-grown aroma and flavor. Amazingly smooth yet full-bodied. A taste of unhurried times.
I better go check.
The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup.
I better go check.
Try the easy way to use Downy, the Downy Ball. Just toss it in.
Easy does it, only Downy does it.
The spin cycle opens it. Then Downy flows into the rinse.
You're gonna love it.
The Downy Ball.
Come on in.
Great news. When it comes to yeast infection treatments, Femstat 3 is the only leading brand with a 3-day cream. Its unique cream is thick to help the medicine stay and treat where you need it most.
Femstat 3 Cream, a better way to cure.
Noted psychologist Abraham Maslow's hierarchy of needs states that everyone needs love. And
what better place to get it than Game Show Network? That's right, it's love in the early evening, 5 days a week with that daring duo, Romance, Richard Dawson and Gene Rayburn. They're spreading the love, smooching contestant after contestant, making everyone feel warm, cared for, and fuzzy. Get the love you need, weekdays at 5 and 5:30, only on Game Show Network.
Our Magic Genie is going to let you be the star of a hit Broadway show, but only if you agree to be the star of the show for 5 full years. Would you accept his offer? Yes or no? Bye, guys. It's for you. Okay, we'll start with you, Fred. You need the money. What do you think? What will Ted say?
Will Ted accept a role for 5 years,
Starring,
a hit show?
Hit show,
on
Broadway.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? For a hit on Broadway?
Yes.
You know what you could be if you had a hit on Broadway?
What could you be?
You could host this.
Well, maybe.
I mean, that's pie in the sky.
You think so?
Yeah.
Huh? Absolutely yes.
He'll say yes.
Would you do a Broadway show for 5 years?
No. Not me.
But then why do you think Ted would do it?
He's my friend. I don't have to answer, for him. I was listening to the rules, Bert. Okay.
Ooh, here he comes. Ted,
Yes.
It's a hit show for 5 years. Would you accept that?
A Broadway show, though.
That's correct.
We're being very specific about it.
Very specific.
That means New York.
That means New York for 5 years.
In the summer and the winter.
That's correct.
No, I don't think I'd be doing that.
That's not what Ted said.
What did he say?
He said, sure you would. Absolutely.
In New York?
But he wouldn't do it, by the way.
Fred would do it.
Yeah. No, he wouldn't. He wouldn't do it, but he'd send you off for 5 years. Real quick,
Well, I thought we were talking about Dream Girls.
No. I didn't name the show. Sorry, Ted. He seems to have something against New York, Bob. How would you feel about it? Not you. How would Charles feel about it? That's what I meant to say.
5 years.
5 years. A hit Broadway show for 5 big ones. Yes, sir.
At this point in his career, I think maybe 5 days is a reach. Okay, I was in trouble, and when I'm in trouble, you know where I go. Okay, we're going for the old jokes. In all sincerity, I tell you, this is a lock. We're in the money.
Yeah. Don't worry if they don't spend it yet.
Don't worry. He would not take the role for the simple reason that it would keep him off the golf course.
Well, he could play every day except in the winter. He couldn't play in the winter.
If he goes to New York, Bert, he can't play every day.
I'm sorry, Bob.
It snows in New York,
I'm
Bert.
sorry.
It'd be a little tough playing there last Saturday. You understand?
No, that's true.
I'm telling you, he's not going to take the job.
I got it.
He wants to play golf every day.
Every day.
It's tough for him to take a job in town.
I know. It interferes. I know.
That's right.
Screwing up his golf game.
You want to see him every day, 10:30, Griffith Park, ready to go.
Bam, I got it. All right, here he comes. Charles, what would you do? We've offered you 5 years in a hit Broadway show.
Well, I'm not one of these rich actors. I'm poor. Sure, I take it.
No, he said you wouldn't take it.
What do you mean you'd take it?
I knew you'd say that.
What do you mean you'd take it?
Yeah.
How can you say you take it? You can't play golf every day in New York.
I know, but I need the money. I need the money. Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe I wouldn't take it.
Well, it's too late
You
now.
wouldn't take it. It's a little late
can't
now.
change it now.
The people in the red hate you.
Yeah. See, I told you not to spend that money yet. When they say this is a lock, you know you're in trouble.
I knew he was going to say it.
Sorry about that, Charles, but you're right. He's wrong. You're not wrong, Charles. You said exactly how you feel. Mr. Donner was wrong. I'd like to say that to him, but he was. Harvey, what will McLean say?
You losers are sure getting testy.
Guy's not playing the game right.
McLean loves a lot of things. His family, golf, sunshine. There's no way he's going to go to New York for 5 years, or 5 days maybe, but never. Will never do it.
Not do it at all?
No, not important to him.
How about you? Would you?
I would not do it either. I wouldn't uproot my family. I wouldn't leave the sunshine. I wouldn't leave farmer's market.
Yes. Now that's important. All right, you're going to say no, he won't do it. Here he comes. McLean, what will you do, sir?
I tell you, this is a great question to ask a man that didn't think MASH was going to work. No, under no circumstances would I take...
That's right, you get it all. Blue section gets the whole $150. It's halftime, guys. Step to the rear. We're bringing the other gang out here, the other three gentlemen. We'll continue with the second half of Best Friends Week on Tattletales. Don't you miss it.
Power in 86, good morning.
Good morning.
You're on the line with Master Psychic, Michelle.
I'd like to know what you see for me in my love life.
You guys been talking about getting, like, really serious?
Getting married.
Possibility. Could happen. I keep thinking maybe summertime.
Maybe.
Yeah, have you put a ring on your finger yet?
Yes.
Ah, there you go. I love it. Call for your free power readings. Get the same great advice and wow, 10 minutes free. What kind of work are you doing? Because I feel like there has to be something that gives you a creative outlet. Otherwise, you'll find yourself getting bored very quickly.
I am getting bored.
Oh, no. And you just started out. This isn't good. Yeah. You're going through a time of confusion right now. A little bit of uncertainty, kind of a feeling of going, okay, what next?
Yeah,
and yeah, kind of crazy, isn't it, lately?
Yeah.
How on target is she? Is she right on the money?
Yeah, she sure is.
Wow. I hear you. This is unbelievable. You're good. Well, thank you. You're real good. I have fun. Okay. Come on, get your free 10 minutes. Find out what's in your future now.
Call 1-800-430-1918.
When you open a can, you get razor-sharp edges that can cut like a knife. But now there's Safety Can. Safety Can actually penetrates the seal of the can, leaving edges that are incredibly smooth and safe. Advanced technology produces 100 pounds of cutting power. You're left with smooth, safe edges. It's amazing. Old-fashioned can openers cut the lid of the can, dropping it into your food. That's dirty. Yuck. But Safety Can's new technology glides through the seal of the can, leaving incredibly smooth edges. And when there's pet food left over, the lid pops back on. Get Safety Can today, only $19.95. Call now and get the Safety Jar absolutely free. Now you can open any jar or bottle with ease. Safety Can and Safety Jar, both for just $19.95. Call now.
To order Safety Can, have your credit card ready and call 1-800-784-3311 or send check or money order for $19.95 plus $5.95 shipping to the address on your screen. Sorry, no CODs.
We're visiting here. We have changed places after halftime. I have the other three gentlemen from the back, but we're going to do something a little different. We're going to introduce three lovely young ladies, all different. And John, if you would you please introduce them to the fellas?
A pleasure, Bert. First, here's Danita J. Fox, blonde, and a 20th anniversary bunny. She's 5'5", brown-eyed, loves Lionel Richie's music and outdoor sports, and her favorite book is Amityville Horror. Say hello to her, guys.
Yes, hello there.
Hi, how are you?
Yes, it's nice.
And now here's Lacey Pemberton, brunette, a high-fashion model who appears in Vogue. She's 5'9", green-eyed, loves classical ballet and art films, and her favorite book is Gone with the Wind. Say hello to her, guys. And here's Renee Webb, a redhead, an artist and fashion model. She's 5'10", green-eyed, interested in contemporary art, sculpture, jazz, and aerobic dancing. And her favorite book is Judith Grant's Mistral's Daughter. Say hello to her, guys.
Hi, how are you?
And that's it, Bert.
All right, thank you, John. All right, now, fellas, what I'm going to do, come on over here with me, ladies. You want to come over here with me? I'm going to, oh, no, I was going to stay over there. Well, I'm here now. Sorry, Paul. I'm going to ask the question, guys, and I don't want you to say anything, okay? Don't give anything away because you can still hear out here. So here's the question. The question is, think back to your dating days. Which one of these three women would you say comes closest to your type? Now, they're all lovely, of course, but which one would you say comes closest to your type? I'm asking you guys the question. Let's close the door on them, and while we're doing that, let's say thank you and goodbye to our three lovely ladies. Thanks for being with us, girls. Which one of those ladies do you think was more his type?
Well, I don't remember the names of the girls, but I think she was the center of the two.
Well, we have a blonde, a brunette, and a redheaded.
The brunette.
You think the brunette was,
yes,
was more his type? Any particular reason, Charles? aside from drooling, it would be a...
No, I don't think I have any reason. I'm honestly answering this now.
Yeah, you think that was the one?
I would think that that would attract him, yes.
Yeah, all right. That's
pretty hard to tell, you know, with that guy.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to tell. Yes, it's true. I know what you mean. Here he comes. Robert, we have an answer from Charles. Which one of those young ladies do you think was more your type?
Well, sir, going right to the point.
All right.
The redhead was taller than I am. She's out. And I wasn't too fond of Gone with the Wind. So, well, I was working at the Bronco Drive-In in El Paso, Texas, and they opened with Gone with the Wind, and I stood out there in the 30-degree weather for 6 weeks watching Gone with the Wind. You wouldn't be fond of it either.
No, that was the wrong thing to say, that's for sure.
And I think that anyone whose favorite book is Amityville Horror is my kind of girl.
Yeah, that's not what Charles said. He picked, I believe, our Gone with the Wind lady. Did he not? Yes, he did. I'm sorry. He picked the
You better
Lacey.
explain that to him.
He picked Lacey, the lovely brunette. No, now we know. Now Charles knows. He'll never pick another anything but a blonde for you from now on. Sorry about that, Robert. What do you think? What will Harvey say, McLean?
We're talking about back in the days when he would date.
Yes.
Anything, anybody, anything. Those ladies were all lovely.
Absolutely beautiful.
I don't think the guys got to see as much of the back as we did as they were leaving.
Oh.
So I'm basing a part of this decision on that.
I understand what you're saying.
Very clearly. The lady that came out in the little jogging suit.
Yes.
The little
shorts.
blonde girl. I'm sorry I didn't get her name.
It's Danita.
Danita?
Yes.
Yeah. I think Harvey would have liked Danita.
You think so, huh?
Yes.
Okay, that's what you're going to say? Then that's what we're going to bring him out. And
maybe
see.
not first, but he would have liked her.
Yes, right.
But I think he would have liked her best.
I understand. Yeah. Here he comes. Harvey, we're asking you to make a choice about what you would think would be more your type. These are three beautiful girls, of course.
Yes.
But what do you think would be more your type?
Yes.
No, yes is not the answer.
That's not an answer.
We need...
The small, athletic blonde is the type that I marry, so I wouldn't choose her. Too bad. And the tall redhead really scared the hell out of me. I would go with Lacey because she's tall and the classical music and the art.
Oh, that's very sweet, but that's not what McLean said. He picked the girl that you usually marry.
No, he's wrong.
He's wrong. And now he knows. Sorry about
He
that.
had to go back to what I really was attracted to when I was dating. You see, he didn't think.
No, he didn't think. Well, but you had all the money anyway. Fred, this is a real chance for Ted and Fred to come up now. You can get the whole thing here. What do you think?
Yeah, well,
what will Fred say?
We'll get this
You mustn't
one.
say anything now. Don't make a reaction, gang.
Okay, Fred used to be married.
Yeah.
He's dating like crazy.
I understand.
And just so happened, when those three girls walked over, I saw a sort of a gleam in his eye.
Yes, I'm sure.
Maybe it was a gleam in my eye. No, it was the gleam in his eye.
There's a lot of gleaming going on out here.
One of those girls was a Playboy bunny.
Yes. Danita, the blonde person.
Yeah.
Yes.
And seeing that we're with the banana section, you know, I think that it's going to be... And athletic. She's athletic, right?
Well, it would appear so if she's wearing shorts and a tennis outfit.
I think that... And see, she's about his size. I mean, she would fit into all of his areas very nicely. You know what I mean? The holding... I mean, the climbing, he wouldn't... I don't think he's a mountain climber. You know what I'm saying? So I would say that it would be the blonde.
Okay, you'll say it's Danita, the blonde. Here he
Yes.
comes. All right, Fred, it's up to you, sir. Which one of these ladies would be more your type, do you think? They're all beautiful, as we've said. And you can get the whole thing, all the money for the banana section here.
You know, I'm the last guy?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, as my man knows, I like them short and black. So we don't...
we didn't have...
Didn't really hit the jackpot on this one. But failing that, that first one claimed she'd been a bunny for 20 years, and I figure if you're not out of the hatch by then, you're never going to make it. So I am going to go for bachelorette number 2.
No, that's not what Fred, that's not what Ted said.
What did he say?
He said number 1. He said Danita, the blonde, was definitely your type, he
Get
thought.
an eye check, man. She's whiter than I am.
I'm sorry about that. Nobody got this right, gang. So this money will go over to the next one, making it worth $450. And we'll come back and play for that.
Some drought and famine.
Lack the power to stir our hearts. Simplest thing in the world is to just turn all this off, because things never seem to get any better, do they? For the last 18 years, I visited areas where the day-to-day living conditions are unthinkable, and it's the children who always suffer the most. At times, I've wanted to turn it off, too, but I can't, because I can't forget the raw sewage that runs by where children eat and sleep. I can't ignore the babies losing their eyesight because they didn't get simple vitamins. I can't turn away from the listless girls and boys who are near death simply because they have no food or water. But I've seen something else, too. I've seen babies come alive with new health because of miracles made possible by people who called and became Save the Children sponsors. But we still have a long way to go. We urgently need you to call Save the Children now. It doesn't take much. $20 a month. From where we sit, that may not seem like much, I know, but where children are hurting most, $20 a month can be enough to give a child protection from deadly but preventable diseases like measles, a chance to learn to read and write, and most of all, nutritious food. How do you know your donations are really making a difference? You'll find it in progress reports from Save the Children. Read it in letters proudly written by your child, and see it in the ear-to-ear smiles and photos. Your money isn't used as a direct handout. Instead, it will be combined with donations of other sponsors to help your child and all the children in a community. So you can continue to turn off the needs, or you can call this number and say yes to sponsoring one precious girl or boy. I promise you can help make these haunting pictures go away. Please call.
This question will be worth $450 since no one got the last one right. This will decide the game, so guys, listen up. Which one of you is more of a male chauvinist, would you say? All right, don't say anything. Goodbye.
Oh, this is easy.
It is?
Oh, God, yes.
Who is more of a male chauvinist?
I am a chauvinist.
Oh, you are?
Oh, more this guy, he's really a wonderful gentleman compared to me. No, I am more, he will tell you in a minute that I am more of a chauvinist, and so will his ex-wife.
Okay. Here he comes. Okay, Fred, which one of you is, in fact?
Okay, now this is a man that saw me through my divorce, all right? So you're asking me, of the two of us, who is the bigger male chauvinist?
Correct.
Right? Okay, all I can tell you is he calls his wife Spot. It's him.
Yeah, that's right. All right. Charles, between you and Robert, who would you say is more of a male chauvinist?
I think I am.
You think you're the one?
Yeah.
All right. That is tough between you. I know if you're more than him, whoo, here he comes. Robert, between you and Charles, who's more of a male chauvinist?
Well, since I don't think Charles knows what a male chauvinist is, I'd say it's me.
No, but you're betting 1,000 for the week, sir. I thank you. Terribly sorry. Now we have an interesting situation. McLean, it's between you and Fred and Ted. If you miss this, they'll get the whole 450. Come from 0 to win on the last question, and I don't remember that happening for maybe 5 years.
I know. I know. A lot of tension and pressure.
A lot of pressure.
Tell you the truth, Harvey and I are both scared to death of women.
I see.
So it's a toughie. But he is more of a chauvinist than I am.
You think so?
I think so.
Here he comes. This will decide it. This will decide it, Harvey. Here's the game up for grabs right here on your last answer.
I love McLean very much. I have a lot of respect for him, but I think that he is more of the male chauvinist than I am.
That's not what he said. Fred and Ted get the whole 450. Time is up. The Bananas win. They came from 0 to win on the last question. It never happened. We'll come back in a minute, but it did.
Are you ready for more? Thought you'd seen it all? Well, we're just getting started. The most intense, bone-crushing, gut-wrenching rodeo bloopers ever. Rodeo Bloopers 5. It's all here. All new, outrageous, bone-shattering, heart-stopping ride. It's man against beast, and the beast wins. Order now and get absolutely free the all-new Riding Hard the Rodeo Way. From wild horses and wagon races to bullfighting and sensational bull rides, you'll see why we call it Riding Hard. You'll get Rodeo Bloopers 5 and the all-new Riding Hard the Rodeo Way, all for only $19.95. Jam-packed with bone-crunching, hair-raising rodeo action you'll just have to see to believe. Guaranteed or your money back.
To order, call 1-800-704-8855. That's 1-800-704-8855. Or send $19.95 plus $5.95 shipping and handling to the address on your screen.
Honey, pinch me.
Return to your senses in Florida.
Take your kids to a place where the usual TV shows will get bumped, where the best music doesn't come from a CD, but from a seashell, where mindless games will be left behind, way behind. That place is Panama City Beach, Florida. A place for families, a place for fun, a place for sharing all the good things in life. Panama City Beach, Florida's best family value.
Game Show Network gets you interactive on the net. Take a tour around our live studio. Compete against other players on Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy to obtain national acclaim. Take a look at the latest information on special contests, feature presentations, and totally new games. Check out streaming video featuring your favorite Game Show Network programs. www.sony.com gets you in on the games.
You're watching Game Show Network. Next up, it's To Tell the Truth. Then it's What's My Line. And then it's the Newlywed Game.
From nowhere, the Bananas section with Fred and Ted from 0 to win with $450. We had 1,000. The Bananas will divide $1,450. Nice going, guys. McLean and Harvey are not speaking to one another. I hope you'll be speaking to us. We'll see you here the next time on Tattletales. Don't miss this week, will you? See you later.
In addition to cash awards, remember the winning rooting section selected at random will also receive a generous supply of Kentucky Fried Chicken. Tender and juicy bite after bite at Kentucky Fried Chicken. We do chicken right. Future is soft because it's acrylic and beautiful because it's future. Future for a long-lasting acrylic shine. Hanes Comfort Blend T-shirts and briefs, a cotton polyester blend that keeps its shape, wash after wash. And Amelia pasta imported from Italy. Delicious pasta made the way it was meant to be from 100% semolina and Durham wheats. Model's wardrobe provided by I. Magnin, Los Angeles. This is Johnny Olson speaking for Tattletales, a Mark Goodson television.
Find out what folks do to earn their bucks on What's My Line later at 2:30 Eastern. Coming up, Get the Facts with Gary Moore and To Tell the Truth, next, only on Game Show Network.
Saturday on Airwolf.
You've been comatose for the better part of a year.
Hawk falls victim to a bizarre scheme where nothing is what it seems.
A good friend dead. A brother coming back as if from the dead.
And only a beautiful nurse holds the key to a mystery that could destroy Airwolf. Then, on Mickey Spillane's Mike Hammer.
It was the second time in a week I had the red strobing of an ambulance light dancing across my eyelids.
The serial numbers on that gun show it to be government issued.
Things are getting out of hand fast.
Saturday.
This is CBS.